February. All right, who has their budgets ready? Alright, in today's video, I'm going to give you a quick peek inside my family's budget for February. I'm going to show you the exact budgeting framework that we use and the system that has really helped us pay off $73,000 worth of debt in 22 months, but also hit all of our savings goals since we have been debt free. And the best part is, if you want to try this at home, you can download your very own copy of my free budgeting printable, my budget blueprint from nikkibeal.co/budget blueprint. Oh, and if we haven't had a chance to hang out before, my name is Nikki and I am a frugal living and family finance blogger, and I love sharing tips and tricks to help you guys get more bang for your buck so you can live the life that you want. So if you want to learn how to budget better, demolish debt, skyrocket your savings, and still have heaps of frugal fun along the way, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and tick that little bell so you can be notified of when my new videos are published. All right, let's get started. Let's turn this around and have a look at our budget for February. All right, guys, this is the first page of our monthly budget sheet. This is called our monthly snapshot. And basically, this gives us an indication of where we are at the beginning of each month. We like to track things like our emergency savings, which you can see over on this side, any of our sinking funds to track how much money is left in those. And on the opposite side of the page, we track our savings accounts. Now we have a few savings goals that we are working towards, so we like to track them on this side of the page. When we were in baby step 2 and we were paying off our debts, this side of the page actually kept a track of all of our debts that we're still owing. We listed them in order of smallest balance at the top, working their way down to the largest balances at the bottom, and we tracked them each month as we paid the top one off and we made the minimum repayments on all of the others. Nowadays, now that we are debt free, we focus on our savings and building our net position, so our net worth, and making sure that that's increasing. One of the really good features that I like about this snapshot page is that we do keep track of all of our bills that are due. So not only our reoccurring monthly and quarterly bills, but also our yearly bills, because they were the ones that we found used to trip us up. It was really good at tracking our monthly bills. They generally happened on the same day each month. Quarterly bills weren't quite so hard to track, but boy oh boy, did those yearly renewals used to throw us for a loop. So this way, I can simply look back at last year's snapshot page for the month that we're in, and maybe a month or two in advance, and I can see what bills might be coming up that we need to get prepared for. So this little feature down the bottom, super handy, and I really like it. Now, the good thing for us in February is that we really don't have any bills coming up in February. We have managed to get the majority of our renewals non-existent. We do still have our phones and internet and things like that we pay towards, but as far as a lot of ongoing renewals, we don't really have to worry about that. And February is a month that so far we shouldn't have any expenses coming up, which is really good. The other thing that you'll notice on this page, the big center, the star of this page, is our goal setting. So this is really important. And this has been one of the things that has made a huge difference to our budget, has been focusing on our goals. And by putting that front and center of the first page of our budget, of our snapshot page, it keeps us focused on what it is that we're trying to achieve with our money. And that has probably been one of the keys to our success. So while we were paying off our debts, our main goal would be whichever debt it was that we were trying to reduce, and we put in a monthly target of how much we wanted to try and reduce it by. That's particularly helpful if you're working on a big debt. So for us, our last debt was our credit card. It had $25,000 on it. So to focus on that as our main goal, to pay that credit card down. but also to work on monthly chunks. So to work on, say, $2,000 or $5,000, whatever is a chunk that is manageable to pay off, is really good to keep you focused on what it is you're trying to achieve with your money. So that's pretty much our snapshot. Like I said earlier in this video, if you actually want to get your hands on a copy of this budgeting printout, you can head over to my website and you can download a copy of either the debt reduction budgeting system or this one, which is the savings budget, and you can find both of those over at nikkibeale.co/budget blueprint. I will link that in the description down below, and you can go and grab your own copy of that. And of course, that copy comes without all of our data put in it, so there's no pre-filled data, which you're going to see on the next page. So this is our budget for February, and one of the things that I like to do to make budgeting easier is anything that is reoccurring, that happens all the time, or that we want to have happening all the time, I actually make it an auto direct deposit where I can. So you can see down the side here, we have a number of things that are just printed on the page because they're the same month to month and they don't really change. I can make adjustments to them if I need to, because there's always room on this side to adjust if I need to. But basically, these figures come from our master budget and they're not going to change too much month to month. What I do like to do is leave a little bit of room, and I can add an extra page to this if I need to, where I can jot down those month specific things that are going to come up, which do change month to month. So the top part of our budget stays the same, and the bottom part is where I can pencil in anything that is month specific. So at the moment, we don't have too much going on in February. Like I said, it's a pretty quiet month, and we are actually running Frugal February, which is a great little challenge where we just try and save as much money as we can to put towards our goals. We don't really have a lot going on. February is a short month. This year it's 29 days. Ordinarily it's 28. So we have 28 fun little savings tips and tricks that you can do, plus 4 big money saving challenges to help put some more cash in the bank. So we're doing Frugal February. We're trying to boost our savings as much as we can while it's a quiet week, so we don't really have a lot going on in the budget that is out of the ordinary. One of the things that I will say that we've started doing this year, which has made budgeting a lot easier, is that everything here marked in blue, which is a lot more than what it used to be, everything here marked in blue is actually a direct debit. And these things come automatically out of our bank account on the first of the month, and it makes things so much easier. The green things highlighted here are all cash. They're the things that I need to go and pull out cash for. And anything that's left over they're the things that I actually need to go and physically pay myself. So it reduces the amount of things that I have to physically go and do with the budget a lot, which makes my job of executing the budget so much easier. One of the things that I will point out, if you haven't watched one of our budgeting videos before, is that we do a month ahead budget, which is not something that we started off doing. It's something that we've progressed into. And basically that means we stockpile all of our income from one month to be used and allocated in the next month. So all of the money that you're seeing being allocated here has actually been earned and received in January. So we stockpile all of January's income and we allocate it at the end of January, and we distribute it on the 1st of February. So all of February's income we will stockpile into a little account we call our holding tank. We don't touch that for the whole month. It just accumulates there, and then on the 1st of March, we'll divvy up all of that money and pay all of our bills. So I only basically touch our budget once a month. It's fantastic. It makes budgeting so much easier. Any of the categories that we regularly spend out of are cash categories. So I have cash to manage that money and make sure that I don't overspend. Otherwise, it's all digital payments, and most of those are direct debits or direct deposits that I have scheduled to come out of my bank automatically and I don't really have to worry about them. So it makes banking a lot easier. And that's pretty much it for February. It's a quiet month for us. We don't have a lot going on. We do have some big savings goals that we're working towards. So again, we're saving towards those this month. This year, we would like to try and go to Tasmania. It's one of the 2 states that we still haven't been to yet. So bucket list thing. We're trying to go to Tasmania for our anniversary. And I do have some of my amazing American family coming over for a little holiday, and so we are saving up so that not only can we take some time off, but also we have some money to go and have a little bit of fun with them and go adventuring, which is going to be awesome. So we're saving up for those 2 things. Smaller things that we've got going on, a couple of savings things that we're working towards. Shan wants to save up and replace his mixer to go with all of his DJ stuff, and we are going to try and head down the Great Ocean Road in March, so we'll be putting a bit of extra family fun money aside for that. So we've got extra money for fuel. We will be camping, so we'll be taking the 4-wheel drive and the camper trailer, so we won't have to worry too much about accommodation, but we will have some extra play money for March, which we have started saving for already. All right, you guys, so that is pretty much it. That is our budget for February. If you did enjoy this video, if you found it useful, if you could please give it a thumbs up and let me know, I would really appreciate that. And of course, if you'd like to let me know in the comments what you would like me to do my next video on, that would be super helpful. I do really appreciate hearing from you guys. So let me know what you need help with when it comes to budgeting, saving money around the house, frugal living, or basically just managing your family's finances. I have heaps of new videos in the works for you guys, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date. And of course, if you're all about that budget life, I would love to get to know you a little better. So why don't you head over to my Facebook page or Instagram page. You can find me at Nikki BL, and don't forget to say g'day and let me know that you've found me on YouTube, and let me know where you are with your journey. Are you just starting out? Have you been paying off debt for a while? Are you debt-free and loving it? I'd love to hear from you, so let me know where you're at. And of course, on Instagram and Facebook, you will find heaps of daily tidbits and tips and little bits of information that I share to help you guys budget better, demolish debt, skyrocket your savings, and still have heaps of frugal fun along the way. All right, until next time, I hope to catch up with you over there. All right, bye.